ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
James Wood.
And this one is off and running. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball.
Oh, 2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
In the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Luis Garcia batting with 1 down takes a strike. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Foul ball there. The 1-2. Myers should have this one, and there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Smith gets under it, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Cade Cavalli. What's the word on him? Digging in, Jeremy Pena. And the 0-1. There's a strike at the knees.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Oh, he can't squeeze it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Pena gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that drops in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate.
Runner on the go. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Batting third.
Here's Jordan Alvarez.
Jordan Alvarez.
Now he steps off. Nothing going on at first. Now back in safely at first.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Missed with a changeup, and now 3-0. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in and it turns out to be a homer.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. There goes the runner. Called strike 3. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And now it's Christian Walker. To third, Tenna. In plenty of time to first, and that will end. Back here in Houston, we move ahead to the top of the second now. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive the ball.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A two-run shot. Now the left fielder, Dalen Lyle. Smith has a beat on it. One down. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Nice grab. And they get the out. Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. That one to first. Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Astros, Zach Cole. Cole hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he was a 10th round pick in 2022. The next offering misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Stepping in, Jake Myers. Next offering misses, and the count now 2-0. Outside. And that's through there for a strike. 3-1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Runner on the go. Good job to fight that one off. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Runner goes again. In there for strike 3. Throw to second and great jump. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Cam Smith up next for the Astros. In the air, right field. Cruz drifts towards it, and there's 2 away. So next up for Houston, Braden Shoemake. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
In the air to left center. Tracks it down for the out. Back here in Houston, new inning getting started. Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. On the ground to first. Walker takes it to the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. So the Nats lineup turns over. James Wood the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Loves it on the dive, and that's a great play for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Luis Garcia will hit next. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Christian Vasquez. Cavalli back to work. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it's off the wall. Throws to second. And he's out easily. So the Houston lineup turns over. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And that one is lifted in the air. Lyle under this one. 2 away. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. He's 0 for 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swung on, popped up left side. Fair ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock. He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Christian Walker. Tenna takes it to the base for the force out. They don't come back here in Houston as we go to the top of the 4th. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Base knock right field. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat. The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
One away. Two aboard with 1 out. And now up for Washington, Dalen Lyle. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Young coming home. Fires it to the plate. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. And they take a 3-run lead. Keibert Ruiz digs in now. Hit in the air. Left field. 2 down. And now Jose Tenna grounded out his first time.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2 on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. It 1-ups off the wall, and both runs could score. The second run scores, and it's 5-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like that.
And he's out on the tag. That's the 3rd out. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Zach Cole. Now that's smacked to right center. And there's one down. So up next, Jake
for the
Myers.
Astros.
Struck out looking
Center
his first
fielder,
time.
Jake Myers.
In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out. Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Flied to right his first time. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. That's to third. On to first, and he has thrown 4. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now here's the Nationals leadoff man, James Wood. This one smacked out to left center. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second safely. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone into the Crawford box is a home run. He muscles that one out of here. Next to hit for the Nats, Jacob Young. High fly ball right field. Smith makes his way towards it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's C.J. Abrams now.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Here's a 1-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Way upstairs, and it's a full count. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one opts against the fence. Here's the throw. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. This one in the air center field. Myers in position. And there's 2 down. Up now for Washington, Dalen Lyle.
Left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros. Orlando Revolta gets the call from the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Strike 2.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Vasquez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. On the ground to third. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Pena at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back here in Houston, all set for the top of the 6th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
He's got it. Runner tags at 2nd. Caught up now trying to get to 3rd. Next to hit, James Wood. 1 for 3. Base hit. Tenna around 3rd. Runner from 2nd crosses the plate.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Pena gets it to 1st. Inning over. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Christian Walker. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fought off foul. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball left side. Tenna to 2nd. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Houston, we go to the top of the 7th. Imai back to work in the 3rd time through the order. Chris, he has been excellent. What's been working for him specifically?
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Two down. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Swings through that. And he chases a high fastball there. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Astros, Zach Cole.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now pitching for the
So they turn to their closer,
Number
Gus
47,
Farland.
Gus
Compared to
Farland.
some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him. So
Runner on the move. Pitches high. Drops it at second, and everybody's safe. Wow. Man at second. Runner goes again. Trying to move him over here. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Up
So
next
digging
for
in,
the
Cam
Astros.
Smith.
Right fielder, Cam Smith.
This one in the air right field. Makes a nice running catch. And there's two away. Braden Shoemate up next for the Astros.
struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That clips the corner. And they'll do it again. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here in
Leading off
Houston
for the Nationals,
for the top of
left
the
fielder,
8th, Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. Pitches in the dirt, and that is ball 1. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second.
Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And it's a one-hopper off the wall, should score the run. Runner from second crosses the plate. The throw to second is offline. So up next, Jose Tena. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Man at second. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Myers on the move. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Nunez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. Walker steps on the bag. Now 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Next for the Nationals is the DH, James Wood. Base hit and a run in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key.
That one is absolutely belted, and that gets down in the corner. Throws to second. Here comes Wood around third. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow. Next to hit for the Nats, Jacob Young. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th.
Now pitching for
The new
Washington.
pitcher in the
Number
game,
70,
Mitchell Parker.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Gets him to chase after that one. And it's fouled away. Parker, a tall lefty, 240 pounds, And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. In the air to left center. He makes the grab, and there's one away. So back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. And a swing and a miss. The Stros with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he swings through that one.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
This one in the air center field. Base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
Comes through with the RBI. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Out to center. Young moving under it. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Around second now as they still don't have it. He's not stopping on his way home. Throw cut off now to the plate, and he's out at the dish. That ends the inning, but they do score. We go to the 9th. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter. C.J. Abrams.
Number 55, Nate Pearson.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. This one smoked out to left. Cole takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Cruz at the plate now as he chases after that one. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. On a line out towards center. And that's a base hit. And a man aboard. Next to hit for the Nats, Dalen Lyle. And that one lifted in the air center field. Myers settles underneath it. Out number 2. The throw into second. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. Runner takes off. Ground ball right side. Hot shot. And he can't knock it down. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 on, 2 outs. That one pushed to the left and foul. Here's a 1-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's outside. 3-1 now. Lined into right. And that'll do it. Back here in Houston, bottom 9. Zach Cole getting ready to hit. Bunting, and he pops it up. 1 up, 1 down. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Myers. Bunts it towards the mound. The flip, nicely done for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Gets the bunt down the right side. They put the tag on him, and that'll do it. Ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
11-2 the final tally. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.